Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yorgos and this is the Ove Boat. In last week's episode we started with the restoration and we did the canopy. In this episode we are not really restoring anything, but I want to show you the electric restoration that I'm planning and what I have purchased so far in order to get that restoration going. So please stay with me to see all of the electric improvements that I'm planning to do on the Ove Boat. As you all remember, the cables have been cut for this boat, so pretty much everything needs to be rewired, and in order to achieve this, what I have done is that I have purchased this wire stripping tool, and then also I have this wire crimper. This is a Wirify purchase from Amazon, and it is having really good reviews. I have tested it and it's pretty good tool. And I have also bought then the Wirify heat shrink connector kit. That has 270 pieces, so hopefully this is enough. And then for any other kind of wires that need to be connected, then I have bought the Wirify solder seal connector. And then everything will be going to this switch panel, and just to demonstrate to you, the problem here is that the previous switch panel was actually most likely a bit bigger than this one. So what is happening then is that there is a small gap in here, so this will be ending up in here, and as you can see, there is a bit of a gap. And in order then to cover this kind of ugly gap, I have also bought this particular switch panel, which will then be going under this, so I will have to cut a bit more in here and it will go underneath. So that is the plan for the switch panel. And then obviously for it to be protected, I have this fuse box and fuses purchased, as well as marine grade cable. Now for some of the electronic stuff, this is my old Lowrance Elite 9 Ti. That is a very decent plotter and fish finder. I'm really happy with it. However, my plan is mainly to use it as a kind of plotter and utilizing the maps and utilizing this smaller Lowrance unit as a fish finder. Then moving on to the lights, I have bought this LED spotlight for the front. Idea for this in here is that because I am planning to use this boat for night fishing, to have very decent view when I'm driving in the night, so that there are no surprises coming. And then this smaller LED spotlight maybe for behind, so when we need to see something kind of towards the engine compartment, then to utilize this one. And then I have bought those LED lights. If you remember from going through the boat, that I was saying that I would want to have LED lights when driving at night, and then having these white LED lights all around this area. So the plan is then to install those there. And then some smaller things like this one, for example, is just the power connector for the Lowrance unit. And one thing that I believe is rather important is to have a pretty decent USB phone charger, which is actually supporting fast charging. So this one is 65 watts, so it does support fast charging, and that means then that when being out on the boat and the phone needs to be charged, that it is not charging with a very slow pace, but rather being able to charge any kind of phone. And then what I have also purchased are these ram mounts. So these will be then, I haven't really decided exactly where to put them, but something like this, for example, for the Lowrance units to be sitting here. And also the idea is that I have bought this ram phone mount, which then you can utilize it for a phone to be placed on the boat, or a tablet. And the idea here is that this Lowrance Elite unit actually does support a function where it is having a wireless signal which can be picked up by a tablet, and then it's using a link app between the tablet and the Lowrance, so that it actually casts whatever is on the screen of the Lowrance to a tablet. And my hope is that then the ram mount will be installed somewhere back here, where then when fishing I can have the tablet connected back here and being able to see the depth from the Lowrance unit, and being able to fish while looking at the tablet and not looking at the Lowrance device. And now time for some schematics. Currently the boat has only one battery. So the schematics that I'm showing you in here, I have to give this as a warning. I do not recommend this setup. This is not a good setup to have all of your electrics, electronics, and your outboard motor on the same battery. This is not recommended, and I'm only showing this on how I'm building it right now for the winter, so that I can actually test how everything is working. I will be showing after this picture the 2B plan that I have for the boat when it is actually in use for the summer. But first, let's look at this. And as established, we only have one battery currently, which is directly connected to the outboard motor. And the outboard motor is protected by a 20 ampere fuse that exists inside the casing. Now, the plan here is that I will be connecting the positive from the battery directly to an automatic fuse. And in this picture, I have included an 80 ampere fuse, which in my opinion is enough for my use. But depending on the devices that I will be installing for the future, this might change. Then from that fuse, there will be a cable connected directly to a switch, a general switch, which then will be controlling all of the electrics in the boat by that switch. So if we don't use the boat, we just turn this off, and we can ensure ourselves that we are not getting the battery drained because there is a leak somewhere, or maybe we have forgotten a light on or some device on. Then from the general switch, we go to the fuse box, where it is connected to the positive end of the fuse box, and then depending on the devices that are connected to this fuse box, we are putting the correct size of fuse in there. And then from the fuse box, everything is connected then directly to the switch panel, and then it's the switches that do the on and off work for those devices. So all of those switches then are connected to the devices. I have put in this picture some of the devices that I am currently planning to use in this boat. Some of those devices I have, some I don't, but by the time this electric overhaul is completed, I will have purchased all of the devices needed. Now, moving forward to the 2 battery setup, there is an ACR that is connecting the 2 batteries. What this relay is doing, it's checking the voltage on the starter battery. Starter battery is the one that is powering the motor, and you can see in here that the motor is connected directly to the starter battery. And then we have the home battery, which then connects to the rest of the setup exactly the same way that I have portrayed it in the previous picture. And the use of the ACR is then that it is checking the voltage of the starter battery, and when the starter battery is full or charging, then it is moving some of that voltage to the home battery, so that the home battery is getting charged as well. And if the voltage from the starter battery drops below a certain voltage, then the ACR will stop providing any electricity to the home battery. And this is simply what that device is doing. This is the use that I will be having in the boat eventually, but for the start, for building this electrical setup, I will only be using 1 battery, and once then the time comes for the boat to be operational again, I will move to that 2 battery setup. One final addition is down the road that I will be buying a solar panel, which will then be connected directly to the starter battery, and it will be then used for topping up the starter battery, and in turn then the starter battery will be topping up the home battery. But this will come at a later stage when the budget permits that. This was a very quick overview of my plans on electrics and electronics. Obviously, some more stuff will be ordered, but in the meantime, please let me know down in the comments what do you think that I should be buying for this boat, and what would be rather useful in your opinion. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.